If you play video games, you're wasting your time. And this is coming from somebody who spent thousands of hours on Fortnite, hundreds of hours on Warzones, hundreds of hours on Black Ops 3. I made it to Master Prestige on Black Ops 3, like level 1000 Master Prestige. I have Dark Matter camo. I have the best camo in the game. I have the Damascus camo on Modern Warfare. You know, I've made it to like tier 100 on Fortnite. Probably like 5 seasons in a row. So when I tell you that video games are ruining your life, I'm telling you from experience that you don't need to be wasting your time playing these games. Because here's the thing, I was playing video games because I was depressed and anxious with my life. I felt like I didn't really have anything going for myself. And I really thought that when I was in high school, that 5 years after I graduated, I'd probably be dead. You know, I'd probably either like overdose off some drugs or some shit, or I'd just end up like killing myself. I didn't see myself having a future, so I just resorted to playing video games because I felt that I can at least escape this world, escape this hell known as my life, and go into this game where I can shit on people, bro. I'm so good at these games, I can get like kill streaks after kill streaks every game, bro, dropping nukes every other game. So why would I want to spend my time in a world where I'm inferior to everybody when I can hop into this virtual world where I can shit on anybody I want? I'm better than all my friends. I'm better than anybody you probably know. You know, I tried to go pro. I tried to like grind my way in like esports. I said play competitive, like play COD competitively and shit. So like I could like one day join FaZe Clan or some shit, you know? It didn't make my life any more enjoyable. If anything, it just made my life worse. Because now all I can focus on is the game. I can't focus on anything else. Every single moment I'm away from my Xbox, I'm thinking about games. Whether it's like I'm watching YouTube videos on like how to get better at Fortnite, how to like crank 90s and shit, you know, how to get the Dark Matter camo, like how can I get more headshots from like 300 meters away and shit. You know, I'm watching videos on games. If I'm not watching videos, I'm thinking about games. I'm replaying moments in game that I've had like previously. Like if I'm playing like Search and Destroy, I'll replay this exact scenario. Like how could I have done this better and shit? Because I'm like, I want to be better at this game. I want to be the best. And all my time was just focused on games. I didn't go outside. Why would I go outside when I get all my enjoyment from video games? I didn't make friends. Why would I need friends, bro? I have my friends on Xbox and shit. I don't need to go make more friends. And like most importantly, I'm good at this game. So why would I want to stop? Because, you know, you don't want to do something that you're not good at, bro. Or like something you don't find enjoying. And so why would I want to stop doing something I find pleasure from and go back to my miserable life? You need to cut it out before it consumes you. Because when you're thinking only about the game, you can't focus on anything else in your life. Video games increase your dopamine to an inhumane amount, bro. Inhumane amount. More than sex, more than nicotine, bro. Like more. Imagine that video games gives you more pleasure than having sex and drugs. That is insane. What dopamine is basically the motivation. Like it gives you more motivation to do shit. Every time you get like a notification on your phone from like a text message, you get like a little bit of dopamine. You're motivated to respond because like that means more connections to people, you know. You get a text message notification, that means like there's somebody to talk to, so you go talk to them and you're rewarded for that. Same thing with video games, bro. It's like are rewarded for every single kill that you get. Every single time you win a game, your dopamine spikes. And you know, back in the day, I remember when I used to play Minecraft and shit. I played Minecraft for like 20 minutes and I'd be done with the game. Because I'm like, okay, I feel good. Like now I can move on, like do other shit. But then 20 minutes of Minecraft turned into like a 5-hour Warzone binge, bro. Especially when like it doesn't feel good to lose. So when you're going loss after loss after loss multiple times in a row, you don't want to end on the loss, so you just keep playing until you finally get a win. But one win isn't enough anymore, so you just have to keep playing until you get more. And it really is like an addiction because it's crippling you. Like you need to spend more and more time on the game to get the same satisfaction you used to get from like 20 minutes ago. It's like a tolerance, bro. You build up tolerance the more you play these games. So it's no wonder that these games are addicting. Not only are you like getting stimulated, not only are you getting your social dopamine from this, you have like a social aspect in these games, and they've done a really good job at convincing us that socializing on video games is the same as socializing in real life. Imagine that you can socialize with your friends without actually being with your friends. Is that actually even socializing, bro? You can't even see the person face to face. Tell me I'm wrong, that socializing online is the same as socializing in person. You know, humans are social creatures by nature. Like, we are born to be social. We're born to like talk to other people and shit. And so if you can do that, you can eliminate a basic human need from the real world and put it into a virtual world. You think people are going to want to leave their house to socialize when they can socialize from their bedroom? They just gotta turn their Xbox on and start socializing, and they get stimulated from like video games and shit. So that's already one reason why this shit's so addicting, bro. Just because you can talk to people, and they're not even your friends, if we're being honest. Because the quality of the friends that are playing video games with you, they're not great. Because usually these people are just playing the game with you, and they don't care about anything else. Like, you're not talking about anything that can actually like make your mind think. You're just talking about the game. You're talking about some other games and shit. You're probably talking about like bullshit, honestly. Real life, bro, we're grinding constantly. We're grinding from the bottom when we have nothing. Then we get a job, we get some money coming in, then we get the nice car, we get the nice house, we get the nice woman, we have a nice family, and it's all a status game. I don't care what you tell me, bro. Life is all about status. And you can tell me it's not, but if you look at somebody who has like everything that you ever wanted in your life, you will feel some type of way, because this other person is a higher value man compared to you. Back in our primal days, if you meet somebody who is taller than you, stronger than you, faster than you, is able to hunt better than you, this person is considered a more elite man, a more top quality man. And that makes us feel inferior. And it's one of the reasons why I felt so addicted to it, because I felt like a fucking loser in real life, man. Somebody who just plays video games all day, has no friends, doesn't talk to people because he doesn't know how to socialize, because he hasn't been in the real world to develop social skills. So I'm in this game where I'm the best of the best. I am the top player. I'm the one getting all the victory royales. I'm the one dropping like 30 kills. I'm the one dropping all the kill streaks on Black Ops. I'm the one who's winning these Warzone matches. So of course I'm going to be in this game when I have the most status. Like, check this out, bro. Grinding for camos in Warzone, when you have these achievements coming in, like get 50 kills and you get like the blue tiger camo, or like complete all the camo challenges and you get the gold camo, and you do that for every gun, you get the diamond camo, then you do that for other shit and you get like dark matter. That's no different from real life, where you get like the Rolex, you get the Lambo, you get the yacht, you get the 10 out of 10 model from Instagram and shit. It really is no different, because our brains haven't changed much in like thousands of years. So it feels the same, bro. You feel like you're making so much progress in life, you're achieving so much because you're positively reinforced with all these camos and achievements that you're getting, that you're making like big gains in life. When really, like, this game doesn't matter. You can delete the game in 5 seconds and all that is gone. So what really have you achieved? What have you achieved playing 10,000 hours, putting 10,000 hours into Fortnite and shit? And you know, like, they've engineered the games to make it more appealing, bro. Like, if I'm like in Dubai, bro, do you know how much more of a loser I'd feel like, surrounded by millionaires and shit? Like, every like street I walk down and I see a millionaire here, a millionaire there. This guy has a Rolex, that guy has an AP. I feel like a bum, bro, because I'm like, oh, you know, I have my Whoop band and I have a G-Shock on and shit, like a $50 G-Shock. But it's like I'm in a lobby full of like millionaires while I'm all the way down here. But then if I go to Africa, do you know how rich I'll feel, bro? Like, I can flex like my $20 t-shirt on these kids who have like nothing. They don't even have shirts. They can afford like one pair of pants that they wear like a week and shit. Like, there's they're basically like different servers, bro. But with different servers, bro, like, it doesn't feel fun to be in Africa and it doesn't feel fun to be in Dubai. You want to be somewhere like, you know, in the US or like the UK or something, where it's like there's varying level of difficulty and shit. Basically, same with like games and shit. That's why skill-based matchmaking is a thing. Because if you go against players who are too difficult, you're not gonna want to play. If you're playing against bots, you're not gonna want to play. So they make it so the people you play against depends on your skill level. So if you do better, you go against better people. If you do worse, you go against worse people. And so it's more rewarding to keep playing because you can push yourself to get better and better. If you're successful in your life and you have nothing to do, like you can go fuck around, play like 2 hours of video games a day, then that's good for you, bro, because majority of my generation can't do that. If you're able to waste your time on video games and it doesn't have like an effect on your life, then by all means go ahead and do that because you've earned it. You've earned the right to play video games. But if you're like me, bro, where it's like you're not there yet, then you don't have that choice. 1 hour a day of video games, you want to limit yourself to 1 hour a day of video games, shows that there's like a problem with you, bro. If I'm just gonna play 1 hour a day, and no, it's not, bro. That's like saying, I'm not gonna stop smoking. I'm just gonna smoke one blunt a day, and that's fine. That it doesn't work like that, bro. You need to cut this out immediately because I've tried doing 1 hour a day. It doesn't work. I played. What was the game that I started playing like a year ago or some shit? It was not Red Dead. Ghost of Tsushima or some, I think. I tried playing video games for like an hour a day. It did not work because after that hour was done, I was like, man, I still kind of want to keep playing because if I play like 10 more minutes, I'm gonna finish this boss, right? Or like, I'm super like into it right now. Let me like play like another 30 minutes, right? And then when you stop playing, your mind just keeps thinking about the game again, bro. Like, I can't wait until like I get this shit done, shit, or like a beat this level or whatever, or like I get like another kill streak and shit. It doesn't work because even though you're playing for 1 hour a day, your mind is on it for like 5 hours, and it's like you want to get focusing on work and shit. Like you want to actually make a difference in your life and you want to become better. How can you do that if your mind's just preoccupied with video games? And then I've tried cutting it down to like once a week. Like I'll play like video games for like 3 hours once a week, and it was still the same thing because the whole week I'm just looking forward to that one day. I'm not really like living or anything. I'm just like I'm counting down the days that until I get to like Saturday where I can spend all my day just playing video games and shit. And it's good for like motivating yourself if you're like really struggling and shit. But there's better ways to motivate yourself. 1 hour a day doesn't work. Maybe you can I think like Alex Becker tried this thing where like he'll go like 3 months without playing video games, and then he'll give himself like a week to like get it out of his system, play like 12 hours straight every day for a week. If that works for you, that works for you. But once that week is done, you're just gonna want to play more. Because I'm telling you, these people who design these video games are smart as hell, bro. They wouldn't be getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars if they weren't good at what they do. Because I don't know what the average gaming session is, but it's probably like 3 hours minimum, probably way more than that, because these dudes have like engineered the game to be as addicting as possible, and you're falling for it. And so if you try to limit yourself to one a day, if you try to do one blunt a day, bro, like you're not gonna stop. I really do think you need to cut it out completely. Because look, I cut out video games for 2 years completely, like not a single moment of playing video games. I cut it out completely for 2 years, and it was the most productive time of my life. I got straight A's in all my classes for the first time, and I was able to focus on things that I wanted to do. I wanted to start reading, and I was able to start reading again. I wanted to start going to the gym, so I was able to go to the gym because I didn't have video games around me. And this is why I tell you that these people you play games with aren't your friends, because this one motherfucker who I used to play video games with convinced me to buy a PS5 because I was reselling these PS5s, right? Because I was trying to get some money, so I had this little side hustle going on selling PS5s. This motherfucker told me, you might as well just keep this PS5, and I listened to him. And I got addicted to these games again. I wasn't playing Fortnite and shit because I've got tired of like first-person shooter. I was playing more games like Red Dead Redemption, Witcher 3, like these like RPG games where like you're living inside of a virtual world, leveling up and shit. Because after that, bro, after I bought this PS5, my productivity tanked. I became the least productive I've been in years, because I couldn't focus on anything else but this game, bro. And then I bought like a Switch because of it, because I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to play Mario Kart 8. I've always wanted to play Smash, and so I bought a Switch. I never tried it, bro. And it wasn't until I got rid of the Switch, I got rid of the PS5, it's when I was able to start focusing on my work again. Because you don't need this, bro. You don't need a PS5 to wind down. Why do you need a PS5 to wind down and relax? If you want to relax, there's this beautiful thing called sleep, right? Where you sleep and you get refreshed, bro. Like, you get your energy back after you sleep. Like, it's such a miracle. I love it so much. Like, I dedicate 9 hours every night to sleep. But that's you can sleep, you can read, you can go for a walk. There's so many other things you can do. You know, if you love video games that much, you might as well just watch. I'd say just watch video games. Watch somebody play video games and shit, rather than actually playing it yourself. And start cutting this out slowly. You're not going to be able to cut it out immediately. I know that for a fact. Because if you're like me, you've been playing since you were like 5 years old. I've had a PS1 since I was 5. I had a PS2 when I was 6. I had a Wii and shit. So I've been surrounded by video games all my life. So you're not going to be able to cut it out completely, but you can make progress towards it. If you're playing every day for like, I don't know how many hours, cut it down to 1 hour a day. Once you've gone like an hour a day for like a week, then you can cut it down further. Cut it to like 5 days, 3 days, 1 day a week, 1 day every other week, once a month, until this shit's gone. If you want to go hardcore, you can just get rid of it completely right away. You just need to stop. Like, it's not doing you any good, bro. Like, you don't accomplish anything from video games. And I understand like people can be in a fucked up place, because I've been there, and I've been in a place where video games were my escape from reality. But it's not going to do you any good. If you keep running from your problems are always going to run back. They're never going to leave unless you actually face them head on. And the more you play and the more you try to run, the less you enjoy your life. It eventually gets to the point where you don't even like video games anymore. What are you going to do then when you don't like video games? You hate the real world, and now you hate the virtual world too. So you've lost all hope for your life. You have nothing going for you. I don't want that for you, because you have so much ahead of you, so much you can do with your life, bro. You have like, what, 60 years left of your life. Don't throw it away now with video games and shit. You can reward yourself once you've made like $100,000 or something, bro. But right now is not the time for it. Life is literally the greatest video game you can play. You know, you have like achievements you can make in life, bro. You go from making $10 an hour to $15 an hour to 20. You go from being like employed to becoming self-employed to becoming a business owner, creating generational wealth for your children and shit. Doesn't that sound more fun? To be able to like control the life around you. Like, you're literally an avatar right now, bro. If you think about it, you're literally a character watching this right now, and like a fucking NPC, bro. Like, you don't want to just be an NPC in somebody else's game. You want to be the main character of your own video game, bro. So stop playing these video games and shit and get out into the real world.